Greetings and thanks for tuning into Horse Racing Nation. My name is Mike Shuddy and I'm here to help you not only pick those winners, but also build those winning tickets. Hey, are you catching a little Breeders' Cup fever these past few days? I know I am. Why? Because we are just 3 short weeks away from what is the Christmas Eve and Christmas Day of horse racing. That's right, the Friday and Saturday that makes up the Breeders' Cup weekend. And you know what? This is really the final serious prep weekend. And what a card they have lined up at Woodbine. 3 Grade 1s, all with Breeders' Cup implications. We've got the Arctic, the E.P. Taylor, and the one we're covering here in this video, the $2 million Pattison Canadian International. Grade 1, great field of 9. They're going 1.5 miles on the turf course, projected to be very, very firm. They're just not getting a lot of moisture up there in the past several weeks. Now, as you get in this race, I want you to check out the Northern Dancer Stakes race that was run here in prep for this one. Just take a look at the 4 horses that have run back from that one. This race has been awarded a very, very heady speed rating. I want you to take that one with a big, big grain of salt. Why? Because 3 of those 4 horses have run lifetime bests in that one, and if you look at their records, that just doesn't make any sense. So discount that one when you're checking out the speed ratings of the other rivals and exiting from other races. Now, not to worry, however, because I'm not picking a horse that come out of that race or has even run in the U.S. or Canada at this point, and that is number 7, Joshua Tree. He's an improving 3-year-old out of the very productive Aidan O'Brien conglomerate. This stablemate to the very, very highly respected and touted Midas Touch will be making his 3rd start off of a very, very long layoff. Was off for almost a year. Ran very well in the 2 races up to this point. Expect a major move here forward, and the Lasix should only help. Now, he's bred to run, I don't know, 7, 8, 10 miles, so the 1.5 mile distance here will certainly be no problem. He'll be doing all of his running late and on the outside. Number 2, Chinchon must be respected. Go back to that race on July 3rd, the United Nations. Check out the replay. That horse was at the top of the stretch, dead last, absolutely swallowed up a quality field and won going away. Super, super impressive. Great, great turn of foot. And it was a lifetime top. Now, I'm going to forgive the fact that this horse kind of flopped as he went back to Longchamp. Back here today, expect him to run a race much, much closer to the United Nations run. Very, very dangerous. Number 6, Marshside, loves this track. Went way, way too fast, though, early in that Northern Dancer. He's the best of the speed, though, in my opinion. If the pace comes up soft here, watch out. Could be a factor. Number 8, Redwood, definitely deserves favoritism, as the Euroform certainly held up in his very impressive railside victory in that Northern Dancer. He will be overbet, however. I'd kind of keep him underneath in any of the tickets that you would play. Number 1, Memorial Maniac. This is my value play in here. He'll be doing all of his running from the back. Was somewhat compromised in that last race, and I got to tell you, he's going to be huge price on the board. So consider him for underneath in your exotics. Number 5, Al Khali, always runs a very, very tough race for the Mott Barn. Is a pace factor here, but you know what? I think this horse prefers 1.1 miles and 1.25 miles distance. 1.5 miles might be just a little bit too long. Now, let's take a shot at a superfecta play here. We're going to put number 7, Joshua Tree, on top with Chinchon, Redwood, Marshside, and Memorial Maniac underneath. Add the number 5 horse, Al Khali, in the 3rd hole with those other 4. Now let's hit the all button for the 4th place slot. Trifecta saver, Chinchon, over Joshua Tree, and then hit all for 3rd. Now, as your Breeders' Cup fever starts to heat up, go onto our website, check out the now just released incredible Breeders' Cup dashboard. If you want to see who the fans have voted for so far, check it out there. Look at the replays for many of the prep races that these horses have run in. Check out the morning line odds and even the Breeders' Cup screening criteria. It's the best and the earliest information you can get on the Breeders' Cup. Make it your source here as you're prepping for that huge weekend coming up. Now, I want you to consider looking at Keeneland, where Jared's checking out the QE2, and we're not talking about quantitative easing, and the West Virginia Derby, both big races here this weekend. And until next week, and as we get closer to the Breeders' Cup, I want you to go fast and win. See you next week.